warm welcome to all the viewers. Let's have a look on the top stories. The Supreme Court today restored a public interest litigation against the centre's 3 farm laws that it had dismissed earlier. The Supreme Court restored the petition after the petitioner, Advocate M.L. Sharma, contended that the Parliament didn't have the legislative competence to make laws on agriculture as it was a state subject under the Constitution's 7th schedule. Punjab Farm Unions today announced that the thousands of protesters would participate in the Delhi Chalo March on November 26th. Dr. Darshan Pal Singh of the Joint Kisan Morcha said on the occasion of the Constitution Day, the country would witness the beginning of a historic struggle of farmers. 14 people, including 6 children, were killed when the SUV they were travelling in crashed into a stationary truck near Manikpur in Uttar Pradesh. All the deceased were members of a marriage party and there were no survivors. The accident took place on the Prayagraj-Lucknow National Highway. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath expressed grief over the accident and has directed officials to provide all help to the families of the victims. After a number of students tested positive for COVID following the reopening of schools in Haryana, the Directorate of School Education today issued fresh instructions to district-level education officers. According to the guidelines, a daily record of temperature of every teacher and student will be maintained. Details of those having a normal temperature will be shared with the nodal officer of the health department. In Himachal Pradesh, sexual offence cases exceed those of fraud. On an average, 60% cyber crimes reported in the past 3 years are against women. About 60 to 90% complaints are received every week, most of these regarding fake profiles, virtual stalking, sexually explicit material, blackmail by morphed photos and fake chatting. National Highways Authority of India has suffered a revenue loss of about rupees 150 crores so far on account of farmers' protest at toll plazas in Punjab. Farmers who are up in arms against 3 central farm laws have been staging sit-ins at toll plazas in Punjab since October 1. Protesting farmers are not allowing toll collection authorities to charge toll fee from computers. Farmers, however, are permitting vehicles to pass through without any payment at the plazas. There are 25 toll plazas on national highways in Punjab. India's COVID-19 caseload surpassed the 90 lakh mark on Friday with 45,882 new cases, while the recovery surged to 84.28 lakh, pushing the national recovery rate to 93.6%, according to the Union Health Ministry data. The total coronavirus cases mounted to 9,04,365 and the death toll climbed to 1,32,162, with the novel coronavirus claiming 584 lives in a span of 24 hours in the country. India will send a special Sikh Jatha to Gurdwara Janamasthan in Nankana Sahib on the occasion of 551st birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Anurag Srivastava announced on Thursday. However, there is no move yet to reopen the Kartarpur corridor. He indicated the visit of a truncated Jatha will be as per the 1974 bilateral protocol between India and Pakistan. There is no confirmation yet from the Pakistan side. Pakistan had in June unilaterally reopened the Kartarpur corridor to commemorate Maharaja Ranjit Singh's death anniversary, but India had rejected the offer owing to the pandemic. Congress President Sonia Gandhi has been advised to shift out of Delhi for a few days to avoid the heavy pollution in the national capital in view of her chronic chest infection. Gandhi may shift to either Goa or Chennai for a few days. The sources said that she was likely to shift out Friday morning and would be accompanied by either Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Sonia Gandhi has been under heavy medication pursuant to her discharge from hospital in August, and doctors are concerned about her consistent chest infection, which has not gone on account of Delhi's pollution, the sources said. The outgoing US President Donald Trump has left the country more divided than ever, and the country's reputation under his presidency has been damaged on the international stage, which will take years to repair, says an influential Indian-American Sikh leader. This is a democracy at work on both sides. Whether Democrat or Republican, people are excited and want to speak out. The elections is historic Turnout means people are hungry to change the status quo on both sides. We are more polarized and divided than I have ever seen being an American for 25 years. I believe people do care who will represent them, especially in times like COVID-19 pandemic. Indiana-based Gurinder Singh Khalsa, 46, told PTI in an interview. The Supreme Court on Thursday gave time till May 31st next year to Uttarakhand government to demolish the 4 illegal religious structures built on public land in Haridwar in view of upcoming Kumbh Mela, which is scheduled to be held in the city from January 2021. A bench of Justices Ashok Bhushan, R. Subhash Reddy and M.R. Shah said, for the reasons given in the application and especially that Kumbh Mela is to commence in 2021 and will end on April 15, 2021. We are of the view that the state should be permitted to demolish the illegal structure by May 31, 2021. With warm welcoming people to architectural marvels, Chandigarh holds its grounds. As the pandemic scare has made people look inwards, Chandigarh has become Bollywood's favorite destination. When it comes to locations for shoots, Punjab is always considered as one of the best options. And going by the current trend, Bollywood's Punjab connection seems to have grown stronger than ever as Chandigarh has become the go-to place for all major shoots in the industry. Right from the city boy Ayushmann Khurrana to Rajkumar Rao to Karan Johar and Shahid Kapoor, they all here shooting films and songs in the city beautiful. That's all for the day. Thank you.